Greetings, heroes. Welcome back to my keep. I'm your host, Sir Matthew. A few weeks ago, I got a question asking, do I prefer strap shields or center grip? So I thought I'd make a video regarding what are my preferences. So without further ado, sit back, relax, and let an old knight talk to you about shields. Okay, shields. Let's get into it. So, first and foremost, let me get straight to the point. If you're going to war, bring a war shield. You really don't want to fuck around with smaller shields when you're going to war. Ideally, you want a light shield that's also large enough to cover the majority of your body, right? Because when you're in the thick of battle and when you're really stuck in, you need something large enough that's going to be able to deflect halberds and spears and all sorts of things that are trying to kill you, right? The smaller your shield is, the more likely you are to miss a block and get killed. So do yourself a favor. Bring a big shield. So this is my shield. It's about 4 feet tall, about 2 feet wide. I'm about 6 foot, which means it covers the majority of the length of my body. And from shoulder to shoulder, 2 feet allows it to cover its width, right? For sustainability in combat, it allows me to move the shield around to be effective as a fighter, right? But provides enough passive defense where I can deflect multiple blows trying to come in and try to kill me. The other thing you really want to consider about shields is size versus weight. Larger shields tend to be heavier. So the meta is to try to use as light materials as possible to cut down the weight of a shield. The lighter a shield is, the faster you can use it for response times to blocking incoming blows. The heavier the shield is, the more sluggish it is, and the harder it is to maneuver around to defend your body without getting tired. Okay, center grip or strap shields? Which one do I prefer? Well, because I fight with a large shield, I like using strap shields. Mostly because strap shields provide more points of contact on the arm for greater stability, right? Because it's a larger shield, I need it mounted to my arm for faster response times. And it's less likely to be manipulated. For smaller or medium-sized shields, punch is best. The reason for that is, with a medium or small shield with its center grip, you're able to project your defense forward. What am I talking about? It looks like this. So if this is my shield, right? So if my shield is here, I'm able to project it forward, cutting off lanes of attack, right? And by perspective, it looks larger than it actually is, right? With a medium or small shield, because it's lighter, it's easier to do that. So if I'm in my defense, I project forward and I come back. I project forward and come back. I project forward and come back, right? And the lighter the shield is, the easier it is to do that. With a heavier shield, it's hard to project on one point of contact for a long period of time due to weight. So, center grips. I don't own a center grip shield, so I have this little pot lid that I will use to demonstrate. As I mentioned before, its greatest strength is being able to project it forward to stop incoming blows, right? So if my defense is here, right, I come in to block, right, project out, and then I bring back. Or project out and bring back, right? The weakness of a center grip is because your hand is only on one point of the shield in its center, it's easy to table the shield. So if there's a spear and it's coming in, it tables. From here, it tables, right? So sometimes even when shields bump into each other, right, the shield tables, right, and then you're opening your defense, right? That's the weakness of the center grip. The larger the center grip, the easier it is to table due to leverage. Okay, strap shields. Let's get into it. So the main strength of my strap shield is stability. So from here, right, it's much harder to table out my shield because there's 2 points of contact on my arm, right? You're not being able to manipulate this shield unless I want it to go somewhere. The weakness of it is I'm not able to project it the same way I can a center grip. If I try to project my shield forward, right, you can see I'm opening up my shield. It's no bueno, right? I can project forward, but I can't do it the same way, right? With a center grip, you can present 100% of your shield forward, right? With a strap shield, I can only present about 75% or maybe 50% because I'm presenting at an angle as opposed to flat forward. I'm going to talk about the way my shield is mounted. So you can see the strapping and the handle is mounted horizontally. I prefer it over the traditional 45-degree angle, mostly because my shield has a tail, right? Being able to hold my shield across my body, it's easier for me to tweak my arm up, right, and move the tail of my shield to cover my legs. Here you see I have a metal handle for the hand grip, right, which is bolted on, right? It has a shoulder strap in the center, allows me to sling it over my shoulder. And here it has a forearm strap, right? This one is a bit loose, right? Ideally, you want it to be as tight to your forearm as possible because the tighter it is, the more responsive your shield will become. In a game where the swords weigh very, very, very little, it's essential to have as quick reaction time to blocking incoming blows as possible. So, in short, if you're going to war or campaign, bring a war shield. For smaller shields, use a center grip. For larger shields, strap it to your forearm. Until next time, I'm your sword master, Sir Matthew.